some of y'all know that Luke Paliocha got that big, beautiful Greyhound bus hauled up to his house out of New York. And I'm going up to see it now. It's raining today. It's raining, and he said it was snowing up there. But I'm going anyway because if you don't do something, it never gets done. And today's the day I said I was going to do it, and so I'm going to do it. So he said, well, it's snowing up here, but I'm still going to be here. And I said, well, I'm on the way. So I got my rain gear on. See, I got my rain gear on, and we're driving in the rain. Yee-haw! And life is pretty good. So I hope y'all are having a nice day, and if you ain't, get over it. Thank you now. Bye. So that was a little bit of unexpected excitement. Somebody must be hurt somewhere. I'm on my way to Luke Paliocha's house. And I wanted to stop here. We're in the town of Rumford. And water can rise at any time without notice. Keep away, danger. I just wanted to stop and show you this, just because it's kind of an amazing place. This is one of those places where you cross the big metal bridge and then you take a left turn and then you head on up through yonder toward basically the snow mountains, the ski mountains, Vermont, all kind of stuff like that. Beautiful country up here, and hey, I just wanted to try to share a little bit of it with you. Okay? Okay. One of the things we have up here often is a giant statue of Paul Bunyan and the Blue Ox. And of course we have one here in Rumford. I just thought I'd take a quick shot of that before I turn and get back on the road. It's going to put me back on the road that I want to be on. Holy joy. Maybe I'll get a shot of Paul from here. You can see how big he looks. He looks a lot like my wife's grandson, Brandon. So, I have to get Brandon an axe, get him the paws and look like Paul Bunyan when he comes over for Thanksgiving in a few days. So I'm up here pretty close to Luke's house. If you'll notice on the sides of the road, you'll see snow. Luke lives so far up in the edge of the mountains here that there's going to be snow here when it's still warm at my house over in Union. He lives literally at the foot of a snow resort mountain up here. That's just, you know, he's a man that lives in the wilderness up on the mountain. He's like the old, you know, back in the old days, they used to talk about going up on the mountain to consult the oracle because he would have the secret knowledge and you couldn't get to it unless you went way up the journey and climbed the mountain and found him in a cave. Well, see the ice on the trees? That's Luke. He's living in a cave up at the edge of the mountains here. And you don't get to talk to him unless you make the journey and able to consult the oracle. So we're about to consult the oracle ourselves here in a little bit. It's going to be awesome. So I just thought I'd get y'all ready to prepare yourselves, get your mood and your way of thinking and everything in line and in order, because you're about to meet the oracle here in a little bit. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. I believe we have arrived at our destination. Look at that beauty. Oh, Lord have mercy. Just look at it. Huh. Boy, that is something. Oh, yeah. That is something, all right. There's Luke's truck. Luke's other truck. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I saw him. We made it all the way to Luke's place. And there he is right there. Just look at him.
And it's a beautiful day, isn't it?
It's a lovely day, yeah. Who could ask for anything more?
You want to come in for a minute?
It's up to you.
Well, you want to get out of the rain for a second?
I can dig that.
Or do you want to go right down to the bus?
Well, I can step inside for a second. Yeah.
Come on in, I'll turn some lights on. It's a little dark in here.
Hey, baby.
I'll let him out. Come on, man. Outside. Yeah?
I think it's running. Oh, yeah, we're dark. We're in the dark. That's why I can't see anything.
In the dark?
Even though it's above freezing, you can see ice on the ground, snow on the ground, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know,
Pretty
northern
cool.
Maine is different than southern Maine.
Yes, it is.
We're a different crowd up here.
Yes, you are. It takes a more rugged individual to live here.
It does. Well, you're pretty rugged. I think.
Well, I'm pretty rugged, but you're like super rugged.
I think you just don't live here, but you could. I think you're rugged enough to live here.
Yeah.
I think you just don't.
I think I could.
Yeah, I think you could.
So we're here at the cave of the Oracle. I was telling this long story about you being the great Oracle who lived in the cave at the foot of the mountain, but you couldn't get here without traveling, you know, transversing this enormous journey. The quest, you have to go on the quest and the journey to find the Oracle so that you could get to his cave so that you could ask him questions of great import. So I've come to gain the wisdom of the Oracle.
Yes, it is quite a journey. It's a difficult journey to get here, and it's a place that no one else knows.
It's really...
Richard is special. Richard was allowed to know the location. Shall we go check out the great bus?
Let's go check out the great bus. Okay. Okay, camera's running.
All right. So I'm in charge of the camera. That's a dangerous thing, Richard.
It is dangerous.
I don't know.
Yes, I'm taking my whole YouTube reputation. I'm putting my whole YouTube reputation in your hands by giving you the camera.
Oh.
Which is a little spooky because I may not, you know, nobody might ever want to associate with me again after this.
Huh. I have some power then.
You do have power.
Ooh.
You have power. You are the Oracle.
This is exciting.
Oh, pointing at the bus.
Yeah.
See it out there? Because when you're coming at it, oh, look at the mountain. And look at the bus. And look at the mountain back there. And look up at the top. Even though it's foggy, you can see every tree outlined by the sky. And you can see more mountains behind that mountain.
It's just poetic, isn't it?
It is poetic. And then you've got this truck, which is poetry. I started to say poetry in motion, but it's not really in motion. But it looks like it could be in motion.
Yes, it could be.
And then you've got the bus. The bus is like, haha,
the bus.
I'm the bus. I'm the future home of the famous artist, Paliocha.
Yes.
Look at that thing. Just
There
look
it
at
is.
it. Just look at it. Do I need to get over in case somebody comes?
No, nobody's coming.
Nobody's coming?
And if they do, they can drive around the other side of it.
What does it say up on the top?
Oh, that's FAF. So it's PFAFF. And that was the gentleman's last name who owned it before my uncle did.
Really?
He and his family, that was their last name.
Huh.
And I almost think I'm going to clean that window and stuff, but I might leave their name on it. They were nice people.
Look at the way it's rounded off like an old giant airplane. When I came in, I was thinking, it made me think about like an old, I don't know what the old plane, 747 or whatever the old airplanes were, but people flew around in back in the 50s.
It does have that aerodynamic look, doesn't it?
It really does.
And I do have the fourth headlight for it. It's inside. It was hanging by the wires, so we took it off for the trip up, so it wouldn't get lost or broken.
That's smart.
The glass in it is all flat, so that's easily replaceable. I gotta replace a lot of it.
Yeah.
But
I like the tinted glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love this thing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I got it facing it.
Yeah, I was trying to see if it was on. It was doing something weird. It like upside down to all the writing on the front of it. Now it confused me coming up here.
Oh, upside down.
Yeah, this little thing that's blinking used to be up here. Now it's down there, and I don't know why I started. You know, I'm so untechnological that when the camera does something weird, I don't know what to do about it.
Well, my philosophy is that if the camera gets weird, then you just get weird, and then the camera doesn't seem weird, and then things seem normal.
That's kind of my philosophy on life too. Yeah.
Yeah.
In general. Yeah.
If the surroundings are weird, you just get weird too, and then it works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we get out and go toward
I think we
the bus?
should. I'll give you the camera back.
Okay. All right.
I know, I left the door doesn't shut all the way on it. I gotta fix the mechanism.
Yeah.
You'll see that. This winter I'm probably just gonna tie it shut.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was quite a project to get this thing up here.
Oh man, yeah.
It's 35 feet long.
Yeah.
And it's 10 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, it's about roughly 8 feet wide.
Yeah.
So, the big issue was 35 feet isn't that long to haul on the road, but when it's 10 feet tall, you have to have the trailer that's low enough so you can go under overpasses. And
right.
Overpasses, underpasses, you know.
Yeah.
It gets difficult.
Well, yeah.
And it also doesn't run, so I had to have a guy who had a winch. But it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
And you know, it was kind of expensive to get it here.
Yeah.
But I figured that the gentleman who owned it before my uncle did, who was his neighbor across the street, he passed away quite a long time ago, and he was a very nice gentleman. So I thought it would be nice to keep it in the family of
right.
sorts. They were like family, the neighbors were.
Yeah.
And what happened is the current neighbor who moved in after he and his wife died.
Yeah.
Is the one who was complaining. And
so they didn't like it being there.
Right.
So what you've done is you've saved it from New York.
I have.
And you've brought it to a place where it'll be eternally able to rest in safety.
Yeah.
Look at these windows, they're hinged. I didn't realize that. But they got little hinges on the bottom.
Yep.
So that you could flip them out. Wow,
yeah.
I didn't know that they ever did that on anything.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is...
all aluminum.
Yep.
Look at this thing. This is so World War II-ish.
Yeah. This,
look at that door. Oh, man.
Yeah, this is kind of cool.
This is like rat rod heaven right here.
It is.
Had a window crank on it.
Yeah. And that's the that handle there is the handle that the driver would pull to open the door.
Yeah.
So I've got to fix it. I think the hinges are sprung a little bit on it.
Uh-huh.
You know, it doesn't shut all the way, but this winter I'm just going to get a bungee for now.
Yeah.
I mean, in the spring I plan on attacking this thing with a vengeance. And
see, these marker lights are just like the marker lights that I just put on Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the lights on this thing, and like those are beautiful.
Right.
And up there's my dad.
Oh, your dad's here. My car is in the way, sort of.
No, that's all right.
Hey, good. Good to see you again.
He made it.
No, that's good.
Good to see you.
Have a nasty cold day, huh?
Oh, that's not so bad. I've seen worse. So have you.
Oh, definitely. I'll get that mail for you in that.
All right, thanks. Okay, there we go. So here's an interesting thing here too. This has already been converted to a camper once in its life.
Yeah, I see the hot water heater.
Yeah, and this was put in
Uh-huh.
because there was a kitchen stove on the other side of this.
Yeah.
But lucky for me, the other side of this one, the original window frame is still there.
Yeah.
So if I took this off, I can put an original window back in there if I want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do quite yet.
You mentioned something about it having like a double floor.
Yeah.
I don't know if these will raise up or not, but I was, because you were saying you could possibly take out the floor and then lower it down to.
There's your fuel tank.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Biggin.
Big one, yeah.
Well, it's got a Detroit diesel in the back.
Yeah.
We can take a look at that too. Actually, I don't know. I think I told you. I've been talking to a guy who restores these.
Yeah.
For a living, and he said that I can't lower the floor because there's a structural tunnel
Okay.
underneath it where the linkage for the transmission goes.
Yeah.
And he said if you cut the tunnel, it'll compromise
Yeah.
the shape of the bus.
Okay.
So I guess I'm not going to be doing that.
That makes sense to me, but you know, the trade-off is you're going to have a lot of cool storage space.
Oh yeah. Well, probably you can put firewood in it or anything you want.
Ah, yeah.
Let's see.
Look at those massive big marker lights.
Those are like one of my favorite parts of this bus.
Wow.
I just love those things.
Oh, and this thing on the back. I love the way this has this little design.
Yeah.
With that thing. I bet that said Greyhound.
It did.
Yeah.
This had a little round sign that would have lit up.
Yeah.
And this is something that I need to attend to.
Yeah.
There was originally a split window there.
Right.
And part of the window frame is still there, but they cut it out.
Ah.
So I've got to find, I think in Ohio, there's a guy who's got an original one in a junkyard.
Yeah.
And I might, because I really want that to look original.
Yeah.
I love the split window in the back.
Yeah.
And that could probably leak too. You know, that just doesn't look.
Huh.
It doesn't look engineer approved, does it?
It looks like it's been cut out twice.
Yeah.
It looks like there was a big hole, and then they cut it out and made a smaller hole, and then they covered the smaller hole up. So
yeah.
Who knows?
When we go inside, I'll show you. You can see on the inside where the original window would have been.
Yeah.
We can open up the back if you want.
Well, do you want? Do you want me to pull this?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And this one, for some reason, this one's a little stuck.
I'm guessing this is a 318, and the only reason I say that is I can remember as a kid, nobody wanted to be behind a bus because that engine in the back would be running and you'd smell that diesel smoke coming out. But the sound of them was very much like the sound of the old 318s. When I first started driving the truck, a lot of the freight lines ran those things, and they sounded like a two-stroke engine. They smoked like a train.
It's a Detroit 671.
671. So this is the 671 horsepower. Well, look at the massive blower on that baby. I didn't realize they had that. Wow.
Oh, that's stuck on the bumper. That's right.
I didn't mean for you to. I didn't mean for you to have to unhinge things.
We can open this one. I think it's stuck on the bumper. Hey.
Wow, look at that. Just look at that. Oh yeah,
I'll just hold it.
Well, I see what you're going for here is.
Yeah.
Let it down.
Let it down a little.
Yeah, come on down. Come on down some more. A little more.
Watch your head.
Keep coming. I can duck. Keep coming.
Okay.
Keep coming. There you go. Let it go now.
Yeah.
Look at that baby.
And you know more about metal fabrication and things like that than I do. So I think that the latch on the third door over there is a little stuck.
Yeah.
So I don't want to force it, obviously. I don't want to break
right.
anything. Yeah, this is the original engine that was in this thing. As far as I know, I don't think it's ever been replaced.
Oh, no doubt.
Also, I forgot to mention that I gave a gentleman the VIN number that's on the door, that's just inside the door.
Yeah.
And he was able to confirm that this is a 1947
47
Greyhound
bus.
And I think I said it in my video, this model was built exclusively for Greyhound.
Yeah.
Greyhound was the only company who owned these things when they first came out, and then you'll see other historical photographs of like charter bus companies who own these buses, but that would be because they bought it after Greyhound was done with it. You know, Greyhound would sell them off.
You know, during World War II, they built tons of airplanes and things like that out of aluminum, and after the war, they were dismantling those airplanes, melting them down, and building new things with them like this bus. And it could be that the aluminum on this bus came from a bomber from World War II, which puts it right in the exact time frame when that's what they were doing with all that leftover aluminum.
So my bus is half airplane.
It could very easily be made out of some old bomber metal.
Yeah.
Which is cool, huh?
A big bombshell.
Yeah.
Lucy the bombshell.
Yeah. I'm getting a little chilly.
All right.
Maybe we should go inside.
Yeah, let's do that.
If we just raise this up and let it down, it's gonna go right down now. Just like that. Yeah.
Just be gentle.
Like that. Then we'll just do that.
Yeah, that's close enough. I kind of like the farm license plate too.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna leave that on it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take it off to repaint it. So.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You can go inside it.
You lead the way, my friend.
All right. Did you get the air horns on the front?
I did get the air horns on the front. I sure did.
Those are gonna stay on it too. I'm not gonna take those off.
Uh-huh.
So I guess I'll let the guests go in first.
Well, that's nice of you. Thank you.
Yep. I've been telling people that this bus was made for me because they give you an extra step to get up in it for the short guy.
Look at this thing. This so much reminds me of what trucks looked like when I started driving.
Yeah.
They taught me how to drive on these old Mack trucks. Looked a lot like this. Oh man, yes. Oh man, yes.
Isn't that beautiful?
This is beautiful. This is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here it is.
This is great.
It's, well, I don't know if it's warmer, but it's drier at least.
Yeah.
In here. As you can see, this bus belonged to the mob at one time.
At some point, there was a mafia shootout that happened
Shot at.
right here. Yeah. And did they put new glass over that? Must have. I was wondering if it was bulletproof glass.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could be. But anyway, there's quite a bit of space in here.
There is.
This.
I love that.
This also belonged to the gentleman who used to own the bus.
That is an amazing drill press right there.
Yeah, and my uncle said he didn't have room for it, and he asked me if I'd like to take it on.
Just look at it. You get where I get the light where people can actually see it. You want me to stand it up?
I should have brought a flashlight, huh?
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, I didn't think to bring one. Yeah, stand it right up.
Man, that thing is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Look how that belt runs.
I love it.
That is a beautiful machine right there. Yeah.
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 And then we got us a sandblasting cabinet here.
Wow.
You gave me that too. That'll come in handy. Do you have one of those?
No, I've got a bucket blaster that I've never used it. I got from, might have been from Mike or somebody gave it to me. Yeah. But I don't have a, the one I have has the gun. Does that have the gun?
No, I don't think so. I think what it is, you just hook this up to the compressor
reach your hand in.
And yeah, and you have gloves.
Yeah, okay.
Right here.
Yeah.
You put your hands in there. And
That's it.
I'm gonna, if you ever, once I get this hooked up, if you ever need anything small blasted,
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
we could have some fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see there's like the remains of some linoleum here.
Yeah.
Because this was a camper.
Yeah.
There was a stove there, and they had a fridge right there.
Yeah.
And there was a division here for a bathroom. There was like a wall division.
Yeah.
My plan is to try to do as open up a floor plan as possible.
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of room, but at the same time there isn't.
You know what? I'm just noticing you've got space up here so that you could get some of that foam insulation, like what I'm using, and down there, and you could put it in between the I don't know if people can see this online, but they put it in between these ribs. That way you could keep the ceiling height and keep it looking kind of natural, but at the same time get some insulation down in there.
Yeah, that's the plan, I think.
Yeah.
I may even put, might even put a wood stove in here. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but if you, I don't know if you want to walk back here, but so obviously that's behind that is where the engine is.
Yeah, right.
On the other side of that, and if you look, hang on, I gotta get over there. You look right here. You see this kind of curved piece here?
Uh-huh.
And then there's another one over there.
Yeah.
That's the original window frame.
Oh, okay.
So the original window curved like that.
I got you.
And it was right here, and
Okay.
then it was split in the middle.
Right.
And so that's been cut out. And this piece of metal here is the part that's riveted on the outside.
Okay.
So my goal is I want to find an original window and window frame. I'd like to fix that because that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
I kind of want this thing to look, at least from the outside, I want it to look like
a bus.
a vintage bus.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm not going to chop the roof.
No.
I'm going to try to get it looking original.
Right.
And then I'll put a bathroom in it and everything. And but like I said, I think I'm going to try to do it without putting any dividing walls in.
Uh-huh.
Because even though there's a lot of space in here, I would say with any camper design, once you start putting walls in, it gets small pretty fast, you know?
Yeah.
So the main goal, I think, for the spring, I mean, this is going to be a step-by-step, Johnny Cash, one piece at a time.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't have a ton of money, so what the goal is actually on Thanksgiving, we're supposed to get an excavator rented, and I'm gonna make a place in the field. Actually, after we're done here, maybe if you want to drive over there, I'll show you where it's gonna go roughly.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make a place for it first off, and then in the spring, my first goal is probably to make it weatherproof.
Right.
You know, get the glass replaced, repaint the outside.
Yeah.
Because there's no point in redoing the inside until you get everything, the windows fixed and
absolutely.
things like that. So one piece at a time. But this is a kind of a family bus. It's a family project.
Yeah.
The gentleman that my uncle inherited it from, Richie Pfaff, was a really, really nice guy. And so I hated to see it go outside of the community.
Right.
I mean, it left the New York community, but it's still in our family, kind of.
There you go. That's important.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's all awesome.
And I'm hoping that maybe you'll come up and, I mean, I'm gonna keep making videos, obviously.
Yeah.
You saw the one that I made.
Yeah. That was a good video.
Yeah.
Had a lot of cool music in it.
Yeah. I thought so.
So in between each one of these windows, a little chrome plated piece.
Yeah, little stainless pieces.
Stainless steel, yeah.
Those are original, and actually the gentleman who said, you know, he's been advising me about what's original and what needs to be replaced.
Yeah.
And he said that a lot of people who have these buses are missing those pieces.
Yeah, because people would pull them out and sell them or use them for something. Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
so I'm going to try to keep all the original stuff. I think that pipe goes with the blaster, I think.
To open door, push handle, and lift.
Do it! See if should we see if you can get it open?
I don't know, should I?
Yeah. I haven't messed with it, but it might be stuck. I don't know. There you go.
I'm afraid if I open it, I won't be able to get it closed. Let's leave it.
All right.
For now.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next time we'll get that open.
We'll push handle and lower it back like that.
Yeah. From what I've been told, so I said in my video, this is a PD 3751. That's the model.
Yeah.
The 37 this was a 37 passenger bus. I guess it's kind of an odd number, but maybe they just...
Well, they had the bench seat right here.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe what it was is they wouldn't want to make it 50 because they'd want it to be comfortable.
Well, maybe.
You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's the inside of the bus. You can kind of get a sense.
You know, I got a relative who's a driver for Greyhound.
Oh yeah?
He might could get us some Greyhound information or some Greyhound, I don't know, paraphernalia or something.
That would be awesome.
He might be our source. He might be our hookup.
I would love that. I'd love to get some Greyhound stuff.
Yeah.
For it.
I could hook you guys up. He's on Facebook.
All right.
Yeah.
Please do, by all means.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else is...
These windows are quite well made, actually, too. They're good looking stainless steel handles and things on them. And
yeah, I'm gonna try to keep all the windows and everything.
yeah.
You know, the glass, some of the glasses, I think all the glass probably needs to be...
Well, you know, the glass gives it a lot of character. I mean, unless you want it to be where you can see out and stuff. I mean, having the old gunshot stuff and all that, it's pretty cool. Although you might rather have something. Well, I mean, you got windows that you can see out of, but you might want to save some of the old mafia style.
Oh, I won't throw it away. I mean, if I take it out, I'll save it.
Yeah.
And do something with it.
Yeah.
I don't intend to throw any piece of this bus away.
No, I wouldn't think you would. You're kind of like me that way. I think you save everything.
I do. I have another refrigerator kind of like Phil too that I was thinking about maybe.
Yeah.
Trying to get going and put
another old style fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to fix this thing up with like all vintage appliances and.
Well, absolutely.
I mean, rewire them so that they don't burn the place up, but...
yeah. Well, you're welcome to that old green stove in my back room if you think you can get it to work.
Oh, yeah?
You know that big stove with the green and white one?
Oh, that's cool.
You could have that. I'd be happy to deliver it for you.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
If you'd like to have it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful stove. Somebody would need to... I think the firebox is cracked or something like that, and somebody might need to craft up something. But anyway,
we'll talk about that.
Okay.
I would like to talk about that.
That would go good in here.
Yeah, it would. It's a nice color. I was actually thinking about painting the. Obviously, the sides of the bus are polished aluminum. Yeah. You saw the ribs. You know, it's kind of got this like ribbed side.
Yeah, I did.
On the sides. So that's going to be polished bare aluminum. But the nose of it is painted, so I think I might paint it like a vintage green like that.
Well, you could. You got the skills.
Yeah, and if I don't have the skills, we'll acquire the skills.
Yeah, I like that about you. You're
we got to pinstripe your trailer, too.
Yeah.
We were going to do that.
That's right. We do.
We'll have to do that in the spring, probably. Yeah. I mean, I love hanging out in your garage.
Oh, you can come hang out in my garage anytime you want.
Yeah. If you were next door, you'd probably get sick of me. I'd be there all the time.
Well, I'd be willing to try.
Yeah. Oh, did you get a shot of that name?
I did. I don't know if I got a shot of it, but I was looking at it. It's Richie.
Yeah, Richie. That's Richie Pfaff. That's the gentleman who used to own this.
Safe, reliable, and courteous. Well, that leaves me out, don't it?
Well,
Look at this little light that comes out, little driver's light, so you can look at your map and stuff while you're going down the road. And
this thing is loaded with vintage cool
cockpit. Let me get my camera out. I want to get a shot of that cockpit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn this off.
You know.
Tell you what, let me. I'll get down here. Can you get in that seat?
I can get in that seat. I think, I don't know if this seat's been reupholstered either, but I think it's the original seat frame.
It's in pretty good shape for.
I know.
If you can get in it, I'll shoot you a picture. There, right, buddy.
There we go. Brake and gas. There we go.
Look at me and grin.
Maybe I should take my glasses off. Are they reflecting?
Can you say leave the driving to us?
Go Greyhound. And leave the driving to us.
That's great. I think we need to trade hats. You've got the orange, the hunter. You look like, you know, like Elmer Fudd with that hat. You put this hat on, and then let's get this shot. What a great smile.
Hang on, I gotta get organized.
I can tell. You're all disorganized.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that smile. He's smiling. All right, now do that Greyhound line again.
Go Greyhound and leave the driving to us.
Oh, I'm going to put that on Facebook.
Do it.
Woohoo!
I don't know much about the transmission in this thing either.
Well, it amazes me that has. I'll take my hat back. But it amazes me that has a column shift.
It does.
Huh?
This is quite a.
Wow.
This is quite a design, actually.
I guess it is.
And like I said, I told you that the guy said that I shouldn't cut the floor,
right?
Because there's a big tunnel under here that for the linkage, there's very complicated, impressive linkage for the transmission for this thing.
Huh. Wow, you can feel the gears though. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that baby. So this was a straight shift bus with column shift. I wonder how many gears this thing had.
I'd have to look.
Sometimes they put a chart on here somewhere. You got your air gauges for your air brakes and your oil
I'm
pressure.
just pushing the clutch in as hard as I can.
So you're pushing the clutch. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
I'm not sure how many gears this would have.
I bet we can find out.
There's a bunch of guys who would know.
671. I wonder if that was the horsepower.
Well, six is for the 6-cylinder.
Okay.
And 71, I'm not sure about the 71. I know that there's somebody on YouTube that can tell you.
Yeah.
But I think, as far as I know, the 6 and 671 is for 6 cylinders.
Okay.
Because you've got 671s, 871s,
Okay.
471s.
I love this Art Deco red and white stuff here. And here's a place for your hand when you're getting out. And here's a place for your hand. And there's the door. That's cool.
See, there originally would have been a Greyhound panel here that had the dog, and it would have said Greyhound bus lines.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I love it. I love it. I love it. As Roscoe P. Coltrane would say.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This window needs a little work.
Yeah.
It kind of fell off the track.
It's a little bit structurally challenged, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, this is kind of a cool light. Get that all fixed up.
Yeah, very much so.
And this handle here turns the...
Oh yeah, you got a spotlight up there.
Spotlight.
Right.
Now, I don't think that was original on the bus. I think that's something that somebody added that. Yeah, but again, that's one of those character pieces that I intend to kind of leave.
Absolutely.
But yeah. Yeah, this is Mr. Richie Pfaff. I don't think this name tag was original to the bus either. I think that came from another bus.
Right.
And he just put that there.
This is a beautiful thing.
It really is.
And it was handed down to you by someone in the family?
Yes.
It's just stainless steel stuff.
My
It's
uncle...
a speaker here.
My uncle inherited it from the gentleman who owned it before.
Yeah.
They were next door neighbors, really good friends.
Yeah.
And then the neighbor and his wife passed away, and the children wanted to sell the house.
Yeah.
So they said to my uncle, come get whatever you want. If you can help us clean up, you can have whatever you want.
Shoot the dash.
Yeah.
I believe that's your turn signal right there on the...
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. You got... Oh, let me get that. Wow.
It's kind of cool.
Beauty. That is beauty. Look at that baby.
Yep. So there's your right turn.
Mm-hmm.
This is just neutral and then left. But I intend to leave the cockpit. Well, I think I'll clean it up.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it needs to be like repainted.
Yeah.
I know that you're kind of against painting things, but I think in this case, if I'm gonna live in it, you know, it's got flaky lead paint everywhere.
Yeah.
I should probably clean it up.
I'm not actually against painting things.
But
I'm against all the work you have to do to make something smooth.
yeah.
All that Bondo and all that sanding. It's like, yeah, I'm lazy. I'm very lazy. For me, being a rat rodder has as much to do with being lazy as anything else.
Yeah,
So that's your rear view mirror, so you can see your passengers there.
Yeah,
Cool.
I don't think that's original either.
I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah, because see, that way you can look back. If someone starts a fight in the back of the bus, you're the guy that has to stop it. So you can look up in the back there and see what's going on.
Hit the brakes and tell them to get off.
Yeah, there's a speaker here, which I believe is
Like
original
an
to the
intercom kind of
vehicle.
thing?
So there probably was an intercom. I bet there was a little microphone somewhere where you could say, "You guys in the back of the bus, you stop that right now, or I'll pull this thing over." You know,
Yeah.
threaten people.
Yeah, I don't think this isn't original.
No,
And this isn't original.
no, that's a CB. That's a tape player.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the fuse box. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuse box. Oh, the dash.
Yeah.
Oh, you got good stuff in there. Got some tools and some this
I
and
do.
some that.
The headlights right underneath.
Yeah, I saw the headlight in there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the fourth.
Mm,
That's Lucy's fourth eyeball.
it's pretty sweet. Huh.
She's quite pretty, huh?
She's just beautiful. So this is going to be your art studio / house / whatever.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I've been doing a lot of thinking about it, and I think what I want to do is I want to have this as kind of a living space, and then I want to build like a barn,
Yeah.
a little barn next to, kind of like the barn that you have. That you've done.
Like,
know?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Boy, it's been a long journey on this bus.
tell you what. That's right. Well, you know, they do the country,
Yeah.
them guys. So yeah, it would be a long journey.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got those massive lights still intact up there,
I know.
because I bet you them would be some kind of hard to replace. And I'm glad you got these diamond mirrors. Oh, just look at the line. The lines on this side are awesome. I mean, they're in really good shape. You know?
Yeah. I even like the on the outside, the trim of the outside headlights looks like a Coke bottle cap.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
You know, I'd love to bring the rat rod up here after you get this settled in somewhere and cleaned up, and just park it and do some photos with it up here with this. That'd be fun. Or any of my old cars.
Here's your big air horn.
Yeah. Man, she's a beauty.
I don't know what this air horn, what kind of truck this would have come off of, but some big rig.
Yeah, yeah.
What I'll probably do is disconnect it for painting purposes, but I'm gonna put it back on.
Got some writing on it. Oh, I wanted to get some pictures with the camera from the outside. Oh, actually, with you standing right in front of it, that'd be perfect. Here, let's make you. Oh, what is it? Look at that smile. Luke, Paliocha. Let me get it this way.
You can ride free
Let
anytime.
me get one this way. Leave the driving to us. Oh man, that's the shot right there.
Although I don't know, the YouTubers might not want to leave the driving to me. What do you think?
I've never ridden with you, but I have helped
you
you
have.
recover your truck after you drove it off the road and into the ditches. So maybe that's a sign that I shouldn't ride with you.
Nah, you've ridden with me.
I'm gonna raise this up just because it meshes up the line. Because this thing here is like a big wing
Yeah.
across the front. So
I need to take this off and straighten it out. It's kind of banged up.
man. Well, I bet Cutworm knows about straightening out aluminum. You had some kind of lights there, didn't you? At one
Yeah,
point.
this would have had, from what I've seen, these had those, like, it would have had the metal oval cover with the arrow stamped out.
Oh yeah, like turn signal.
Yeah.
Okay,
This was a turn signal light.
I got you.
I don't know if these are original
Yeah.
or not. They could be. I mean, they're old.
Yeah.
They say New York on them. It doesn't say made in China, so
You cold? You hungry?
maybe.
I am. I'm cold and hungry. Let's go find some food.
All right. Well, let me.
I can run you back to the house if you need to do anything with the dogs.
Yeah. I'll do something with the doggy. And